Gemini, welcome to your 2025 horoscope forecast. Let's start off with Saturn. Now this year, Saturn will transit from about 14 all the way to the 29 degrees of Pisces. And if you do have planets in those degrees, within those degrees, you're going to feel the Saturn transit even more. It is in your 10th house of career and public image. So there could be a lot going on within your career, starting a business right now, or you are getting new coworkers, getting promoted. This could also be a time, though, where you get laid off, lose a job. Saturn is completely restructuring this house for you. Now, there's a lot going on when Saturn is in the 10th, okay? Because it is aspecting the 1st, the 4th, the 7th. So all these things are undergoing huge drastic changes for a lot of you. The 10th house is also authority figures, bosses, people you work with, and it could make for complicated relationships with authority figures, with bosses. You sometimes feeling like you just can't take it anymore, and you want to go off on your own, start your own job. And if you feel like that, there's a reason for it. This is squaring your first house. So your self-image is really tied into your career, how you present yourself, and you are changing things in these areas completely. Now, there could also be some tension within the home as it is aspecting your 4th house of home and family, from your parents or from a spouse, business partner, clients. People are requiring more of you now. You just really have to work harder to, maybe keep the peace at home, keep the peace within your relationship as you move forward within your career. Because Neptune has also been in your 10th house. So it could have caused some delusion or misalignment kind of in your career house, where things appear to be one way, but they really are another way. With Saturn there, it is opening up your eyes. You see exactly what you need to see now. The truth comes out about people that you work with. May 25th through September 1st, Neptune and Saturn will go into Aries. And this is the time where certain friends of yours can be revealed for exactly who they are. There could be friends that you need to let go of, or maybe groups, organizations that you belong to that you no longer align with. This is also the love that you receive from other people. Okay, so you may feel like that is blocked in a way. Like you're not receiving the kind of energy that you want to, or that your hopes and dreams are harder to attain. So if friends seem, a little bit different or needy from May to September, this is why, because Neptune is also moving in there. So be very careful as well of new people that come into your life, or any new groups that you join, whether it's online, in person, as people may try to deceive you about any little thing really within that group. But Saturn will help you see clearly, or like an older sibling of yours might be going through a rougher time, a harder time. So you're going to get a little bit of a preview of Saturn in the 11th in 2025. In September, it's going to go back into your 10th house. Now for you, Gemini, Saturn rules the 8th house of transformation, shared resources, other people's money, and the 9th house of philosophy, foreign travel, higher education, as well as publishing. And now this is going into your 10th house of career and public image. So with that alone, this signals that your career has to have some kind of transformation. Saturn's going to make you work hard for it, but this could be a really great transformation, or even just the way you present yourself to the public. Maybe some of you are having to get more credentials, more education, 9th house going into the 10th, for a career, or you're starting something completely different, so you need more education for it. It could be that you are publishing your work, you're becoming an author, starting maybe even your own YouTube channel. 8th house is also metaphysical subjects, and it could be a time where some of you are starting a career, maybe tarot, astrology, something having to do with therapy or spirituality. Or it could be that your interest in these things become public and you engage with that. So you can just engage with people who are maybe into the metaphysical subjects through your career. Pluto officially in the sign of Aquarius. For you, Gemini, it's the 9th house of publishing, higher education, philosophy, travel, your ideas about the world, your higher mind. So if you do have any planets from 1 to even 3 degrees of Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, you're going to feel this year. It's going to push your buttons to transform you. The 9th house, so you could be transforming through world views. Your views about the world, your philosophy about how to live life could be drastically changing. And this can come from finding a mentor, a teacher. It could be even becoming the teacher. A lot of people can benefit from what you know. Think about that. Maybe there's some work you want to publish to help other people, or you want to teach other people. This is squaring any planets in your 12th house. The 12th house is about isolation. It is also about spirituality. It is about what's hidden beneath the surface. And it could be your negative thought patterns that you are transforming with this Pluto transit by something you are learning. This could also affect your relationship with your siblings, with your neighbors. It is also squaring any planets in your 6th house. So your daily routines, the people that you work with, the people that work under you are also affected with this. So if you do have any planets in the 6th house, watch out, because this Pluto transit wants you to transform your daily habits as well. And a lot of times we do transform our daily habits when we start thinking different. You could pick up a book, you could watch a documentary, be introduced to a teacher, become the teacher. Transform yourself and your belief system by traveling abroad. But watch out if you're traveling, because Pluto is, there's good and bad to Pluto. Ups and downs with travel, with maybe trying to move abroad, not just get an education, but also get visas, passports, any kind of paperwork like that could bring you, more ups and downs, more trouble in this area. Completely transforming your inner and outer belief systems. And there's a great chance that you learn something, and then you maybe teach what you learn. You want to publish your work or just teach other people through your knowledge of expanding your mind. Uranus this year is transiting from about 23 to 29 degrees of Taurus. If you do have planets in the sign of Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius from 23 to 29 degrees, you're going to really feel this. It's like a huge shift and change. And this is happening in the area of your subconscious mind. The 12th house is also the house of losses and hidden things, hidden beneath the surface. It is squaring your 9th house of spirituality, higher education, publishing. And there could be something that you are learning from a spiritual teacher. It is opposing your 6th house right now, Gemini. So this also involves health and your daily routines, the people that you work with. So something in there, in that area, could also be sporadically changing for you. A lot of you guys could completely change your eating routine, your exercise routine with this opposition to your 6th house. This is great for letting go, releasing bad habits, whether on a spiritual or physical plane. It is squaring your 3rd house. So relationship with the siblings could change, or something drastic could be going on in their lives. Some new chapter is unfolding in their lives, as well as within your neighborhood, or you are putting your self-efforts into something new, something crazy, something that gives you a lot of joy. But Uranus in the 12th house also helps you release any unconscious bad patterns that you've been holding on to. There could be changes in private life, unusual bed pleasures, a lot of ending of karmic patterns in relationships. But secrets could be exposed. You could have unusual sleep and dream patterns as well. There could also be a lot of hidden expenses or foreign travel or ways you are connecting spiritually to the other side, but watch out for trying to escape reality or finding new and interesting different ways to escape reality. Some forms could be good, but some could be bad. 12th house is the house of losses. So whatever it is you lose now, it is preparing you for the new you that's about to emerge. Uranus will be in the sign of Gemini from July 7th until early November. And Uranus in the first house wants you to take impulsive risks. You're going to be really wanting to do that. Change your personality, your body, your style, how you dress, your aesthetic, your hair. You're going to be attracted to a lot of different people. So people will see a huge change in you. You crave change. You want freedom, and you have this detached attitude about life. So you're going to get that little preview of Uranus in the first house. Now, if you do have planets from 0 to 1 degree in Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo, you're really going to feel this because it is trying to expand your horizons, but it does it in a shocking, out of the blue kind of way, as Uranus is known for. It's almost hard to predict. So if you have planets right there, say it's Venus, it could be falling in love. If it's moon, you could move somewhere or start, a whole new family, maybe even. If it's sun, your career and public image is completely changing. Maybe you're starting your own business, doing something else. So you're going to see that a little bit. Now, when it's in the first house for a little bit, it's going to square any planets you have in the 4th and 10th house and oppose the 7th house. So this is really going to shake up your home life. A lot of you could be moving, changing jobs, changing careers, as well as relationships, taking relationships to the next level, falling in love, or completely detaching from old, outdated relationships that you have had. So huge changes on the horizon for you, Gemini, and especially for the early degree Gemini risings. Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance, is still in your sign until June 9th of 2025. Take advantage of this. This is introducing you to new relationships, new people, new places, but you're also wanting to change your style. You feel happier. This can also give a lot of just freedom-loving adventure, like you want and crave new things. Jupiter is the planet of expansions, so you could be even eating better. Some people gain weight when Jupiter goes in the first house, but I really do think that it just makes you overall happier, and your path in life just gets easier. So if there's something you want to start, whether it's a business, a relationship, move into a new home, this is the time to do it, Gemini. Jupiter rules your 7th and 10th house, Gemini. So this is definitely tied to career and public image. A lot of you maybe are getting new clothes. You're dressing in a completely different way because you want a completely different job. You want people to view you in a different way. This is really fantastic for that, to find your style, find what you really love. It's all about you. When it's in the first house, it's about you. As well as if you want to take on a new exercise regimen, this can be a time where Jupiter just makes it easier. Now, 7th house going into the first house means people like you. You could meet a lot more new people right now, even whether it's business partners, clients, as well as people you want to date. And they could literally just come up to you. You'll have a lot more in common with them. So Jupiter is trying to expand your dating life. So if you are single, put yourself out there, start meeting people, going out, mingling with other people. June 10th of 2025, the planet of luck, blessings, and expansion is going into your 2nd house. This is the house of income, self-esteem, the money that you make, and your possessions. And Jupiter is expanding this for you. This is really great if you need and want to make more money, find new sources of income. You could also acquire new and interesting possessions that will bring you joy for a long time. With Jupiter in your second, you'll start making more money, but you'll also be spending more money. So be careful, because with Jupiter in the second, we can just want to spend more money. Your self-esteem will improve. So if you've been feeling a little bit down about yourself, your self-esteem could improve. If there's dental work you need to be done, it could probably go down a lot easier. Or it's something you're going to want to do, as well as maybe changing your diet. Start eating better. And if there's been conflicts within the family, it could also help resolve that for you. Now, of course, Jupiter rules your 7th and 10th house. It's going into the second house now, Gemini, for the second half of the year, all the way until June 30th of 2026. Great time to start making money, because the 10th house is your career and public image, and it's going into your second house of money making. This is when you can start making a ton of money. If you've started a business, want to start a business, a side hustle, this is that time. Do it now. This year is your year. Now, with the 7th house going into the second, it could also be that some of you maybe even meet somebody, fall in love. Maybe when you're out and about, going out to eat, hanging out in your town. But this can also be where more business partners and clients result in money for you, because the 7th house is a business house. Essentially, your business houses are going into the money-making house. This is fantastic for money, gaining possessions. March 2nd through April 13th, Venus is going retrograde, reminiscing about the past, exes coming back into our lives, maybe us reaching out to our exes. Now, for you, this is the 11th and 10th house where it will be retrograding, Gemini. And this could bring friendships back, people you haven't spoken to in a while. It could even bring back bosses, co-workers on a mundane level. But really, you are thinking about relationships right now. Any kind of relationship issues will just come up to the forefront, and you will need to deal with these issues. And this is also a time where if you're trying to get any beauty treatments done, anything like that, I would wait until Venus goes direct, as you may not like the result of this. For you, most of the eclipses will be in your 4th and 10th house axis. Huge shift and changes within your home, your family life, and your career and public image. Probably sense it already because of the one that we had this fall. The first eclipse is on March 13th. It is a lunar eclipse at 24 degrees of Virgo, happening in your 4th house of home, family, mother, security. So there could be something going on in the life of your mother. So watch your parents' health as well. Not just your mother, but really your parent, as well as anybody really that you live with. Because there's a lot of huge shifts and changes happening in your home life. A lot of Gemini risings could be moving. Maybe you are moving for work, you're just moving to a new place, you're redecorating, but there's a letting go, a releasing when it comes to the 4th house, whether it's old traumatic childhood emotions that you've been holding on to, and now you're going to release them. But this could also be you selling a car, getting a new car, moving to a new place, so you're getting rid of your old house, or maybe you're moving away from your parents, from your family. It can feel emotional. As with a lunar eclipse, we feel, more anxiety. It's more emotional. And a lot of times these are fated events. You have no control over them except how you react. Don't make any rash decisions around eclipse times, because what is meant for you will just come to you. What isn't will have to leave. And sometimes it's harder, sometimes it's not. It will be harder for those who have planets from 22 to 26 degrees of Virgo or Pisces. You're really going to be able to feel that on an emotional level. If it's sun, it's your health, your public image, your career. If it's moon, it's your family, your mother, your home life. females in general. If there's a Venus right there, you can have completely, new relationship developments happening in your life, or developments with money or your aesthetic, the aesthetic that you like. With lunar eclipses, a lot of times other people are playing a huge role in the decisions you are making or that you have to make. So it can be a little bit of a emotional time where you feel emotionally unsettled, especially because it's happening in the house of security, your emotions, your childhood. March 29th, we have a solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Aries. This is in your 11th house of groups, friendships, organizations, clubs that you belong to, your hopes and dreams, and the love that you receive from other people. If you have any planets from about 7 to 12 degrees of Aries or Libra, this eclipse can affect you more. This is expanding, opening up for you the area of the 11th house. Some of your hopes and dreams can be coming true. Something you've really wanted could be coming to you at this time. Solar eclipses are new beginnings, new friends. You could be joining new groups, whether it be online or in person. Somebody new could come into your life that you form a great friendship with. Now, the 11th house is also, the love that you receive from other people. So if you're on social media, if you have a business, you are now garnering more attention onto yourself. People are gravitating towards you. They want to hear what you have to say. This can also be you meeting somebody around this time, within a 6-month time frame of this eclipse, that leads you to your hopes and dreams. They introduce you to new people and places that expand your life, as well as the money-making abilities that you have, or just bring a lot of joy to you. You're going to feel like you have found your crowd. You can find your kind of people, the people that you really like to hang out with right now. September 7th, we have a lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Pisces. If you have planets from about 12 to 18 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, you are really going to feel this eclipse. 10th house of career and public image. Some of you could be getting a new job at this time, letting go of a job, or maybe you're getting let go of a job and finding something that you are meant to do. Remember, the eclipses are fated events and they are aligning you on the path that you're supposed to be on. So they can be more emotional, more anxiety around this time. And the reason that is because if you are not doing something you're meant to do, it's going to try to realign you. And sometimes it comes with a shock, things you didn't expect. Now, this is opposing your 4th house of home, family, mother. So watch your parents' health at this time. Something new could be going on in their lives. This is a lunar eclipse, but this is where the North Node is. The North Node is in Pisces. So you are releasing something and gaining something. Within 6 months, 7 months of this eclipse, you are going to maybe have a new career, a new business, a new public image. A lot of you could be moving for a job, getting promoted. And if you have been thinking about going off on your own, starting a new business, there's no better time than now. The universe will be aligning you with what you are meant to do. September 21st, there is a solar eclipse at 29 degrees of Virgo. If you do have planets from 27, 28, 29 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, this eclipse can really shake things up for you. Now, this is a solar eclipse. Something new is coming in the area of home, family, vehicles, your inner security, your inner needs. But this is where the South Node is. So there could be a releasing of a home, a place you used to live, a vehicle, or maybe you are moving. A lot of Gemini risings, Gemini Sun, Moon even, could be moving, making a huge move, redecorating, buying a new car. But of course, eclipses are fated events, and a lot of times shocking events come before, on, or after the eclipse. This is a time to really watch over your parents, watch their health. Something can be happening within their lives or their living situation, as well as the fourth house rules family. Some of you maybe can be getting a new pet around this time, around this year, or maybe welcoming a new baby, getting married, purchasing a home. Huge life events always happen when eclipses occur in the 1st, 7th, and 4th, and even the 10th house axis, because this is where everything happens. This is the pillar of your chart. And if you've been holding on to any negative thinking patterns, any trauma from your childhood, you can finally release it. Let it go. A lot of times there's a lot of clearing happening here when eclipses happen in the 4th house. So you find new emotional stability, new happiness, and it could be with a move or an addition to the family. I hope you found this helpful. Like and subscribe for more.